Hello, students at Bryan and Stratton for Tech 141 class. This video is basically hopefully I could do it in one video. This is your instructor, Mr. Michael Williams, and basically what I want to do is go over the final project. I know some of you had some questions and it seemed a little vague to you, and sometimes you run in that situation when you're doing IT projects, or if you're a desktop support engineer. Some of you, when you get into your career, you'll probably start off as help desk at cable company like Spectrum or Time Warner, and then you move up the ladder and become a desktop engineer or systems administration or network administration or network engineer. So when you're doing these type of projects, it's very important because this is similar to preparing a proposal. You have proposals, or sometimes in the field we call it request for proposal, which is RFP. Sometimes you also do service level agreements, which is a little bit more intense and challenging to create, but it's something to protect you for if you're a contracting company and you are providing a service for a organization or enterprise. And the SLA is to protect you. Proposals and requests for proposals are pretty much if you're getting into a contract and you basically are going to identify the solutions or remedies that you're going to provide to the company. So this is a good start. It's a stepping stone. So let's get started. So let me pick here and let me see. I think it's might be this one here. No, that's the other one. Let me see. So uh, when you get into your project, you'll see the scenario here. So it's giving you the scenario of what's going on with the company H3. It's providing you some information that the company has or need to grow the company. So if you scroll down here, you'll see here you got future staffing, current resources, and you have a note here: future staffing and current resources will be important to use in your summary report. So it's telling you that right now. And so for the background, you want to double click on this object here. This is an object, you double click on it, and it should bring up another file, which would be this one. And so currently it's telling you what H3 is using. Software. You have your CAD users, which needs a certain type of computer. You have the internet and email and help desk situation. You have your productivity software that they use, and it's telling you what's going on in-house of the corporation. So it's very important that you go through both of these documents, the scenario on the other document that I just previously closed, and this document basically giving you the background information. Now, once you do that, um, our last assignment for last week, you had the spreadsheet to fill in this information. You had the categories. If you want to put added other add other categories, which is here where it says category needed, you can add in some other stuff. This is just a template for you. You have the security, the asset management, and the trouble ticketing, payroll, and you'll have some other things. You just have to fill these categories in basically from this list here. Let me split screen this for you. And here, all you're doing is taking this information, follow my mouse, on this side, and you're inserting it into the spreadsheet for yourself. And you're giving it a description, and you're giving it a quantity, and you also, at some point, you want to give a total cost. The total cost is not on here. This is something you can add. You should be able to know how to do a total cost from your previous classes of like 124. For Microsoft or computer skills. So you can add a total cost in here as well. Be creative with this type of stuff. You want to fill in. Some of you put your own logo here, and you filled in the company's name. You're a consultant because you're providing a service for a company called H3. So make sure you fill all this stuff in. I mean, just be as creative as you can. You have your project manager. You can be that, or you can add someone else in there, and just fill this stuff in. Um, this is what learning is all about. Being able to have your own creativity, and I grade it and let you know what it is you should have done, or you shouldn't have done, or what you didn't have to add. And that's a part of the learning process. Is you're not going to know everything. When I got into the field, I had to do proposals, and I didn't understand it when I first did it, but I got help. I did a couple, and it was easy as making pumpkin pie. Well, that might not be as easy for some of us, but that's the statement. So, it's really, don't make it harder than what it is. Fill in the information. The information is provided for you. It shouldn't be that hard. Now, what you want to do is, this is what you're going to include. You're not going to include this. You're just going to include this information into this spreadsheet, and you're going to attach this to your final project. Now, with your final project, you have to open up a new document, and you want to create like a report form. And when you create your report form or request for a proposal, what you want to do is you want to talk about the areas that you're going to have a solution for, and you also want to talk about the areas that you're providing. For the customer. So you're going to provide security. So you want to talk about the security issues that you see that H3 is having, and how you're going to remedy that. The asset, the trouble ticketing. So you want to put it into categories and make it look like a proposal. You also, before you get started, you always want to do a cover page. That is just being professional. It could be a cover page. You can create a cover page with your company logo and the necessary information. Just saying, you want to put Tech 141 and the instructor's name, but be creative with your cover page. Then after your cover page, you want to do a summary. You want to talk about H3, and basically, and from a bird's eye view, what it's all about. Okay. Then you want to put in the body, the categories. Security, what you're going to do for security, what's needed for security, what's needed for asset management. Some of the areas you can kind of like combine if you want, but like I said, I don't want to tell you how to do it. I want to see your creativity. I want to see how you do it. You can do Google it. Google a request for proposal. Do a request for proposal example for desktop services through Google. Just Google it. You guys got the power of the world in your hand, or the power of information in your hand. Your mobile devices, your desktop. So Google it and just see what a request proposal looks like. I don't want to give you everything, because if I give you everything, that's kind of like, you know, um, not helping you learn how to research and find things on your own. And when you get in this field, I've been in this field for 15 plus years in different positions, from desktops, support engineer, desktop analyst, software support specialist, systems administration, to owning my own small business, doing smart homes. So you have to research. You have to search YouTube, search Google, and get the information that you need. But this is pretty much all you're doing for your final project. Just make sure you input the information from the product list into the spreadsheet that's provided for you. The product list will not be a part of your final project, just a spreadsheet that is provided. So if you have any more questions, please email me. Email is better than ask your instructor. But if you happen to put in ask your instructor, I will check that and answer your questions. So have a good day, And remember, I'm here for you, and just get in contact with me if you have any challenges. Take care.